Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
All right.
You can tweet to us. It's Pat and JT. Also, Facebook and Twitter. Mine is Pat is a boy on Instagram, Twitter. Yours is that other JT on Twitter. You're not on Instagram very much. You creep, I'm sure.
You know what's
but you don't
weird?
post.
I have followers. I know they're hopeful.
Yeah, don't
same
hold
way
your
on
breath.
TikTok.
Don't hold
I
your
keep
breath,
getting these new followers on TikTok, and I'm like, seriously? I'm like, maybe someday though, because I know that the social media team has high hopes for us.
Yeah,
That
we're
we
going to
may
need
actually-
a lot of help.
I think we're going to do.
I've gotten
want us
back
to
over the
do
last year, and 90% of my stuff is cats. So I'm now turning into who you used to be a long time ago.
Did you see the one with the cat that meows with the southern accent?
Hilarious. I know.
And
Hilarious.
then you saw. Well, I sent you a whole bunch the other day, just because every one I saw is like, this should be on Pat's page. This should be in Pat's.
It probably
timeline.
is in my. It probably is.
Yes, but I was dying. But the one with the southern accent, hi y'all, or whatever he said, meow.
Yeah,
Meow.
it's hilarious.
It's got a little southern accent and meows. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Can't unhear it. Anyway, speaking of social media too, right off the bat, last day of November. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe it's the last day of November, and the first day of winter is looking like it's going to be above 70 degrees, which is fantastic.
Fantastic. I mean, that's all right by me. But get online and I see Betty White trending.
That's usually not a good sign.
Well, I wanted to say the same thing, but then I'm thinking how many times lately that I've seen somebody trending, and I don't remember the last time somebody died. I mean, it's like, it's just this, maybe we're all PTSD because you see somebody's name trending and something bad happened.
Yeah.
And now every time you see a name, you think, oh my God. And
Well, especially since she's almost 100. I mean,
well, that's why she's trending. I was going to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be 100 January 17th. And I thought one of the best responses though on here was every time I see Betty White trending, I get scared that the inevitable has happened and she's dating Pete Davidson.
oh no. You've been waiting all day for that joke.
No, I just saw it. He just posted it an
really?
hour ago. That was
He
the best
posted
post.
it? That's
a
funny.
guy posted
Oh, I think
it.
he said he
Oh my God!
posted it.
Every third word, I swear to God.
I heard every word. I just heard him wrong. I hear every word. I just hear them wrong. I hear them the way I want to hear them. So you can't say I don't listen to everything. I listen. I just listen different.
God, as I was saying.
Because that would have been funny if Pete Davidson posted that about Pete Davidson.
No, I just said the funniest post I saw in here about the trend was that.
Oh, got it.
That's what I said.
Okay.
So,
Kind of took the wind out of your sails on that one.
Well, not whatever. When you have to explain it, it loses all its fire.
I think Betty White
so.
actually would go on a date with Pete Davidson just because she's
Oh,
Betty
she would.
White. And he would go on a date with her because she's Betty White.
Yeah.
100%.
He'd be a fool not to.
Yes.
100%, right? But there are quite a few, and I just lost it because this stupid thing, when it refreshes and you're reading something,
Yeah.
God, that pisses me off. This new CEO, I don't know what's going to happen with this guy. But
Has he already changed?
I'm already pissed. So we'll just.
Has he even officially taken charge yet?
Yes.
And I guarantee he has nothing to do with the
Yes, he
refresh.
does.
I guarantee.
I'm sure he does. He's been there forever.
No.
He's by
He knows.
association. He's been there forever. Anyway, so here, the 90-year-old group, if you could pick one or someone else, but of this group, it just refreshed again. Are you kidding
See, I'm thinking
me?
it's probably user error. Mine.
I'm not.
My
refreshes all the time.
and
like
you're on
that.
Twitter. Okay, so there's a setting because my Twitter, if I don't physically refresh it, it'll show the same tweet on the top of the page on the PC all the time.
While you're looking at it, it doesn't refresh. Oh, mine does.
Nope, it doesn't refresh at all. Like days and days and days because I don't go on Twitter a ton, and when I go back, I got to refresh it because it's still.
It does
from 2
that on
days
my
ago.
phone, but if I'm actually on it scanning, if I go away when I come back, it's where I left it, and then it'll refresh.
Oh,
if I stay there for a minute, but if I am just scanning and I stop for a second and I'm reading
What?
something,
That's crazy. There's something
and
wrong with your.
and it
thing.
refreshes. I'm like, okay, this just pissed me off. And now they don't even show. Where's Betty White? There she is, Betty White. Let me go back to you because that's where I wanted to be.
They actually refreshed and she's dead.
That would piss me off.
That would really, you missed all this funny stuff and now she's gone.
Okay, so they've got all 90 in the 90-year-old bracket.
Okay.
Vince Scully, Angela Lansbury, Clint Eastwood, James Earl Jones, and Betty White. That is gold.
That is gold, right?
Right? And I can't think of anybody else, but yeah, that's just quite a lineup right there. But anyway, so that's all I had.
Okay, good.
about
I'm
Betty
just glad
White,
she's
so.
alive.
She is alive. So, and there's some great throwback pictures of her that are in the timeline. So if you happen to click on it, you'll see some cool pics. that are in here, but she's a hoot.
It was funny right before we started recording. You asked me a question, almost word for word, exactly what Beth asked me this past weekend. And it was just like on the most random subject, the most random topic, the most random thing. You looked at me and you go, what's with all the car washes?
I'm not kidding you.
And I'm like, that's exactly what Beth, we're driving around. She goes, what's the deal with all these new car washes going up?
What's crazy is, okay, where do I want to start? I used to belong to Speeders monthly, that monthly thing, because it kind of encourages, especially like in the wintertime, if you get a break and you can go through the Speedy Pass, right? And you can wash your car a couple times a month. It kind of is, that's what you basically are paying for, is a couple washes a month. And so you can go through the Speedy Pass, not have to wait in line, zippity-doo-dah through and wash your car, which you should do in the winter because of salt and
whatever
shit like that.
But then we lost our jobs, so you had to cancel. You had to cancel your Speedy Pass.
Yes, I did, and that's what I did. And I haven't washed my car for a long time. But no,
Screw the salt. Salt's not an issue when you ain't got no money.
That's right.
When you got money, salt's a problem.
A problem.
Huge
That's
problem.
When it becomes a problem is when you have money.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. So Speeders, and so I quit Speeders, and I liked them, and then we moved, and you know how it's so weird when your geographic location changes because of where you work, and all of a sudden you don't go to the places you used to go to because you just don't ever drive that way anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't ever go that way anymore. So I started going to Dolphin and Gorilla were the two and Gorilla's self-service.
And they do have a little side building where you can go through, like in their parking lot. It's like touchless or whatever. But I've used it, I think, once. But I like the self-service better.
I do the is that Gorilla?
Mm-hmm. The one behind the car lot by Versus.
156th, yeah.
Yep.
And then there's a couple others that I've used. There's one out on 168th or near there, and Q or Harrison, I think it is, because over by doggy daycare. And there's a couple others here and there. So I like those. That was great. Another really good one that was around is Mojo. And there was just one location out on West Center. Yeah. My mom used to she would go there. They got sold. Somebody else. There's another car wash company just bought them. I can't tell you the name of them right off the bat. But they're like full service. Like you get out of your car and they completely do everything. Yeah. Right? Completely do it all. So anyway, Dolphin, then I was going to that on Center, 144th. It got bought. And so renovations take place. And now it became Rocket.
I don't even know.
And then Rocket is undergoing renovations right now at that one because they're updating everything.
And like adding new locations. And they're fancy.
They're buying several others. So my Rocket, so now they're and I joined Rocket.
Of course you did.
I found a way. So I joined Rocket, and so now my billing for the last couple months has been a penny because I can't go to my Rocket location. The other two are like on 90th and something, and there's one somewhere else. And so another one that Tommy something. There's one on 132nd, just north of L. Okay. It's really sharp. It looks real retro. Yeah. Kind of like it's like red. It's like
Tommy Wash or whatever,
or something like that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Speeder's still around. Mojo, Dolphin, Gorilla was Tornado.
And VIP is VIP still on?
I don't know.
It's still there. There's still a wash there. I don't know if it's VIP anymore.
It's crazy. And what was the other one? The Speeder on Dodge, like 120th in Dodge. Somebody's building another car wash right next to it.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, like a super duper.
Is this maybe part of the Build Back Better?
I don't know, but I'm wondering if you should say screw Bitcoin, go car wash.
I can't believe it though. It's crazy how many there are. I wouldn't think that there would be that big of a demand for car washes like that, where they're like high end, where it's expensive to wash your car versus going in and paying $5 to zip through a little quick pass.
You can get like the $7, $8, $10, whatever. A go in those, and not all of them have detailing. Mm-hmm. Most of them are just zipping through. But you see the lines that were sitting outside of Russell Speeders sometimes, and it was like the one up on Maple in particular, 68th and Maple. It would be out the driveway and then down the street and around the corner and backed up to Maple, and people waiting to wash their car on a sunny day in the spring. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why you go at right when it opens, or the 24-hour ones go midnight, middle of the night. Nobody there. Why would you want to wait in line? I can't wait. Why would you want to wait in line? That's why I buy the Speedy Pass. People sit there, right? And there you go. So there's the Speedy Pass. But people that sit in the high V on 180th when and you said in the spring, the first really super nice day, everybody washes. People are in line for an hour to wash your car. It's like, what are you doing? You could go home and do that in an hour, and it's free. A little exercise, right? And it's free, and it's relatively. I mean, it's 4 cents for water and a squirt of Dawn. So it's relatively free. But it's crazy. If anybody has any answers about that, I'm just curious. Is there some kind of a cabal that's going on with the
I don't know.
You know, we've got
did our city give
organization.
some tax breaks to car washes or something?
Or somebody came in, High Rollers Investment Group, and they're putting up all these car washes. Rocket, Tommy, Speeder, Mojo, Dolphin, Gorilla, Tornado,
And I'm sure
VIP.
we'll get texts from people that
There's
say
gotta be some
other ones. Yeah, I'm sure there's other ones.
And there's the randos that are like sitting somewhere that don't even, that's just like Fort Street Car Wash or something like that. And what did you call it? The one you have the touchless.
Oh, Tornado
has the touchless bay
and the touch
and
bay.
I don't think that's a car wash.
Well, I go there all the time.
When they close that door, I don't think that's a car wash.
The touchless bay and the touch bay. Who wouldn't pay $4 for the touch bay?
It takes paper money in the touch bay.
It only takes
don't
paper
have to
money
get quarters.
in the touch bay. It only takes paper money.
So that's all I got.
I mean, seriously.
Honestly, I got nothing else for you. That was the thing that was weighing on my mind that we didn't get to yesterday.
Breaking news with the Twitter refresh and the car washes. It's been a big
Betty
day.
White and the car wash.
Betty White car wash and the Twitter refresh. Thank you guys for listening to our podcast. Find us, It's Pat and JT, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.